Blog Talk Radio.
Another episode of Tulip Tuesdays right here on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia. Guys, you know what today is, right? I wait for an entire year just to be able to do this. So, here we go. All right. That's all I could give you, copyright infringements and all that good jazz, right? So how you guys been? Today is September the 1st. Like, we are so close to the end of this year and so close to looking at 2021 and so close to hoping that next year will be so much better than this year right here. Because I don't know about you all, but this year has been hell for me. And so I can imagine you're on the same, you've experienced the same amount of disbelief and maybe not the amount of grief, but some form of grief. And it's just been a devastating year for so many people. And so I'm hoping that 2021 is just going to be better. I'm not going to say our best year, but I'm just going to hope that it's going to be better than this right here. Speaking of grief, what so many people are talking about right now is the death of Chadwick Boseman, American actor who portrayed many historical figures, like baseball player Jackie Robinson in the film 42 in 2013. He was also in Draft Day. He was in, Gods of Egypt. He was in Captain America. He was in Get On Up. Definitely played James Brown. He was in Marshall. He was in Avengers Infinity War, 21 Bridges, Avengers Endgame. But you all probably know him for King T'Challa in Black Panther. He departed this earth on Friday, the 28th of August. On behalf of Endie Fiya, we do want to say and offer our condolences to the family of Chadwick Aaron Boseman. The world is in, disbelief, and I mean from older generations to the youngest, because King T'Challa, the Black Panther, he was, the hero for so many little children, but then he just represented so much more for so many different nationalities. And so he will be sorely missed. To hear someone say, I'm in disbelief, I get it, but I also feel like, death is a part of life. And so we should always be ready. But when our hero, is taken away, we just remain in disbelief. So again, we offer our condolences and our prayers for strength, for healing, for comfort to the family of Chadwick Boseman. Did you guys watch the VMAs? No? Yeah, I didn't either. Did you watch the Versus battle last night, Monica and Brandy? No? Yeah, I didn't either. But you can catch that on YouTube. The whole 3 hours, it's on YouTube. Good luck with that. I don't have the patience to sit there that long. But as we talked about earlier, we gave you the list of the VMA nominees, right? And so I just want to briefly give you some that, we probably listened to. All right, Video of the Year went to The Weeknd for Blinding Lights. You see the smile on my face? Yes, very happy. Let's see. Song of the Year went to Lady Gaga with Ariana Grande. That was Rain on Me. They won several awards for that song. Push Best New Artist. She didn't get canceled after all, guys. Doja Cat took that. Best Hip Hop went to Megan Thee Stallion with Savage. And let's see, I think Best Alternative went to Machine Gun Kelly. Video of the Year went to her for I Can't Breathe. I'm sorry, Video for Good. BTS got Best Group also. And, yeah, I think that's about all that we're interested in. Make sure that you go to CNN.com or Billboard, and they will provide the entire list of nominees as well as the winners. All right? That's all I got for you. Make sure that you're back here next Tuesday, the 8th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will have author and singer, songwriter, recording artist Linda Washington back with us. We had her here last year. Now she's put out something brand new. Super excited to bring her on the show to talk about what she has in store for us coming up for 2020. All right? Guys, my guest tonight, I'm crazy excited to have her, so I might get to test out on my Spanish. But if you hear me talking a little slower, it's because we do have a language barrier. I want to put that out there first because I don't want you guys to think that you're not hearing something clearly or you're misunderstanding me or I'm over here sick or something because I've slowed down. But it's because we have just a bit of a language barrier. All right. So out of respect for my guests, please bear with me. All right. Our guest this evening is Maylú Hernández Castellanos. She's a professional dancer, a singer, an actress, and a musical comedian who was born and raised in Havana City, Cuba, now residing in Miami. At the age of 14, Maylú was part of the group of models Caracol, in which she stayed during several years and represented Cuba in diverse international fairs of tourism, among them Spain, Italy, and Venezuela. In 1998, she graduated as a professional dancer and musical comedian of the National School of Musical Shows in Havana City and immediately passed to be part of the Cuban Television Ballet, where she stayed for 13 years. In that same year, she debuted as Soloist Singer in the Amphitheater of the Historical Center of the Historian Office of the City of Havana, playing the leading role of Sally Bowles in the musical Cabaret. Maylú has toured and performed internationally. Guys, listen to this list. All right, we have some international, guests that have been on the show, but I don't think no one's toured in Germany, Italy, Spain, Venezuela, Mexico, Guatemala, Jamaica, Sweden, Finland, Monaco, Monte Carlo, Portugal, the Cayman Islands, regional tour for Central America with the Circus Peony, the United States, Indonesia, Nigeria, Singapore, and many, many more. In December of 2015, Maylú came to live in Miami. On her previous trips, she performed in several locations such as churches, the Marisco Center in New York, Seniors Home in Connecticut, the Bellas Artes Theater in Florida, and in the Alfaro's Lounge, among others. You can say that since her arrival to Miami, Maylú felt like home because she was embraced by many artists and friends that helped her, which she is very thankful for. She hasn't stopped working very hard, especially during her favorite two genres, musical and lyrical theater. Guys, that's a lot of Let's try that again, all right? She hasn't stopped working very hard, especially developing her favorite two genres, musical and lyrical theater. There we go. Endie Fiya listening audience, I present to you this evening my very special guest, professional dancer and singer, Maylú. Good evening.
Hello.
How are you? Hello.
Oh, fine. Thank you so much. What a wonderful introduction. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for being here this evening. You could have been anywhere, but you're here giving so freely of yourself and of your time to share why it is that you're passionate about the things that you do with myself and my listening audience. So to you, I extend my gratitude and say thank you.
Oh, that's so wonderful. It's my honor. Thank you so much for inviting me, really.
You are so very welcome. So I want to jump right into this bio and let my listening audience know all about you. They've heard the bio, but there may be some pieces and questions that they're wondering about. So your bio begins at the age of 14. What age did you know that you wanted to become a professional dancer?
Oh, I didn't realize it was like for some times by time it came to true. I just started like dancing like the Spanish music because in Cuba we have this really strong Spanish culture from centuries ago, and we really developed that very hard. After that, because I was really skinny and long hair and tall, I was then selected to become like a model, and I started like modeling and went like some international ferries like to Milan and all that, but like I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but what I did know is that I wanted to be like in a stage and like performing, right? So after that, yes, I just graduated as a professional dancer, but in the meantime I started singing lyrical and musical theater. That is one of my passions, because when I realized that an actor could sing and dance at the same time and make some powerful performance that to get to everyone. I mean, that's one of the most amazing feelings that a performer can have. And, you know, from then I just go and go and go.
So what was it like, or what was the experience like for you as a 14-year-old touring internationally with, I'm sure, a lot of, you know, adults, but you're a child. What was that experience like for you?
Yes. Thankfully, I was surrounded by really nice people that know about the business, but mostly they know about the dangers maybe that this age you could have around. And I was really protected. We went like to Venezuela, and we went to don't remember now about the story, but you know, they make you believe that you can do it, and that and when you come out and see people that they love what you're wearing, and you're transmitting some feeling and some passion about what you're modeling, and that's amazing. And the most important is that it became part of my life, not only for working, but for behaving, going places, and it just gets into your skin, and then you just become someone that can, you know, be in places that you never thought you could be, but you are well trained, you know.
And so this question has been nagging me ever since I received your bio. What is a musical comedian?
Well, for us, when we started, musical comedian is like someone who can act and sing and dance at the same time. It's like a musical theater performer. I had the chance to do Cabaret and also Chicago, that I won the prize for Best Actress by the role of of Roxy Hart, and that was amazing because I had the chance to come here to the United States and saw it live in New York, and that was like just in Cuba. Things are really difficult to get and to know information about, and you know, to study. So, but by that time, I had the chance to come to New York and see it, and it was amazing, you know. And that served me for I could do a better performance, and that's why I get a prize, the best actress in that time in my year. There's a lot of things to do, and since I arrived here to Miami, to Florida 5 years ago, I've been working hard, and this COVID-19 was really, really difficult for a lot of people, and especially to performers that cannot go live to sing or to dance or to make a performance because people won't go out to see them. So that's why I developed this website where any performer can, like me, any performer that wants, anyone who wants to perform can stream his show and say, okay, my show costs $5, $10, whatever the price he wants to put on his show. And people will know that supporting the artist, and people will know that this will help in this difficult times to the artist. So I'm really excited about this project, you know.
So I'm going to pause my questions and interject since you already segued into that, I know that this time has been very hard for singers, for, performers, those that are used to being on the stage, those that are used to being at festivals this time of year, or outdoor concerts or indoor concerts. This has been a very crucial part in their creative process. But I've been able to talk to so many artists from around the world on the show who have not used this time as, a time to just feel sorrowful and think that things are really at a standstill. They've been able to use their platforms to either talk about the racial injustice or talk about political and social injustice, or somehow use their platforms to be able to have, virtual concerts. And so you stated that you started this entertainment company. You want to talk about that just a little more, go in depth about, and actually how these artists can reach out and say, hey, I still want to be active, and I still want to, get my brand out there. Can you just let them know what exactly Carol Entertainment offers?
Yes, this is really easy because I didn't want to make anything fancy or expensive. The artist who wants to put his show, it could be half an hour, 1 hour. He can do it from his living room, from a place that maybe it's closed, but it has a stage and it has the lighting and the sound, and they can open it for him. He can stream his show from there, only with his phone. He can do it with cameras, big cameras, or with the phone. He just can stream with that and say, just put in the website, just put his poster, like the promotion, the advertising, and say, okay, I'm going to be streaming on Saturday 25 at 5 p.m. And the show, to see it online from your home, from your TV, from your mobile phone, it's going to cost $5 online. This is an example. And they can just advertise that in the social media, and people know that performers are having a really bad time right now, so they gladly will pay for it. We have many artists. I have artists that have streamed the show for the 6th time because they collect money, because people know that they're helping the artists. And it's so easy, just with a phone, and they just make the streaming. It will show up in the website, and it's going to get a little sign that says, this to see this show from John Doe, it's going to cost $5. People pay. That's it. What is the good about thing? We only collect the 30% of that people who pay that ticket. So the artist gets the 70% of all the tickets he sells, because it's for the artist. We only need to collect that 30% because there are costs about the processing, the credit card processing. It costs also the streaming signal and everything else. But there is a lot of opportunity for people who are sitting home without doing anything because they cannot go live indoors. And even though, if you think about it, even though if it opens everything up, there are people that they won't come to see your show because they are not in town,
right.
They're traveling, or they don't want to feel insecure of going to a place. They just want to see you at home. You can sell your ticket. That's it.
Wow, I love this. Oh my goodness. So, because at one time on Facebook, everyone was doing their shows on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then Facebook stopped that. They couldn't. The DJs were trying to, just brighten people's days and holding sets.
Yeah.
And,
that's why it came up. I was doing those live shows. Yeah, I was doing those live shows in Facebook too, and it came a moment that almost 800 people were connected at the same time. Can you imagine if those people could only pay $1? I could get for 1 hour and a half singing. I could get paid from my home. And I said, no, we have to change this. We cannot continue the performers doing just shows for free. People don't have the chance to say, hey, I want to pay for you. This is good. I want to just give you what you're worth it and what you're asking for.
Yeah. So how can an artist get in contact if they are interested in doing this?
Sorry?
How can an artist get in contact if they're interested in doing this?
Oh, you just have to go to the website, caroentertainment.com. It's CARO entertainment.com/live shows. It's caroentertainment.com. They're just going to find out all the information there where it says live shows, and they can subscribe. It's free to subscribe for any performer. And they just put the biography there. That's it. They decide the day, hour, and the price of the ticket they want to sell to the audience, and that's it. They're streaming, just like that. caroentertainment.com.
All right, no excuse now, guys. There's no excuse. Right? They have given you the opportunity and the way to still be able to monetize, still be able to do what it is that you're passionate about. Even obtain additional what do you call them, fans? Even a way to obtain additional fans. Because all someone would need to see is that you're performing live, and then they share. They share your streaming link, and then someone else shares it, and so you have so many opportunities to obtain a new fan base, new followers. So I would not sleep on this at all. CARO entertainment.com/live shows.
Correct.
Got it? Good.
Live shows. That's
right,
that's correct. Thank you so much for the opportunity to say this, because I know there are many artists that do not have the chance and performance that they can do this. So this opportunity to spread the word a little bit more, it's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes, and we are definitely going to be promoting that as well throughout the pandemic, and of course, afterwards, guys. But now I want to jump back in, and we can learn a little bit more about you. How did you develop your love for musical and lyrical theater?
Oh no, that was a funny story. I was just like dancing in the in that debut that they had on that on the amphitheater of Old Havana. The singer gets sick, and they were looking for someone who could get to the stage and do what she was, and it had to be someone who could dance too. And I was graduated as a dancer, so. And they try me like trying my voice so I could use it. And that was, oh Jesus Christ! And I was like so scared when I arrived there. And I don't know, maybe they saw something. I didn't have an idea what it was, but they saw something. And after 3 years, I could play there live the role for Christine Daae from The Phantom of the Opera, and became a huge success in Havana. We had to do it for 3 years after that, because I think it's all about passion and working and giving your all what you have, to learn and to grow, and that's how it went.
Wow. So in your bio, it mentions your debut as a soloist singer. And I know that obtaining the role of Sally Bowles as a soloist must have been huge, a huge accomplishment for you. Do you remember what the feeling was like at your first performance?
Your voice gets cut. Sorry, what was the last?
Do you remember what the feeling for you was at your first performance of Cabaret?
I was so scared. Jesus Christ! I didn't know if I could sing the notes. I didn't know, and you know what happened? My dress, the upper part of the dress, I was dancing so hard during the "What Good It Sitting Alone in Your Room." And it was so funny because I was dancing so hard that it went off. It broke the I don't know how to say in English, the upper part of my dress, and I had to finish dancing that song with one hand over my breast so it didn't show anything. Oh my God! Every time I see that video, I could die.
All right, so that's an amazing performer and entertainer right there, to be able to. I've seen a lot of shows where the actor or the artist had to stop. This is such an embarrassing moment. They weren't trained properly to continue to work through, whatever the mishap was. So to be able to do that takes an amazing entertainer to be able to do that.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much. You're wonderful.
So your connection to the city of Miami, I feel that it has to be in your roots. Now, I have a funny story about the city of Miami and Cuba, as a matter of fact. When it was time for me to go to college, I only had two choices. They were going to be Syracuse University in New York, and the other was the University of Miami, and of course Miami. My mother went there, and she met my father there. Yeah, and so she said, you know what, you're not going to the University of Miami. And I thought, why? She goes, because the Cubans were bad when I was there, and so I can imagine 20 years later it's going to be way worse. And the irony of all of that is that my father is Puerto Rican and Cuban. So I don't know if that was like a knock. And then she met my father there. So I don't know if that was a knock at, because they were divorced by that time. I don't know if there was, just a knock at him, like, no, because you'll probably meet someone like your dad, or I don't know. Anyway, I ended up in Syracuse for school. But you mentioned in your bio that, the city and the people, they have embraced you, since you moved there in 2015. How important is finding common ground in your place of residency to your career?
Oh, wow. I was really worried when I in Cuba. I was someone that I was usually all weeks on the TV. People know me. They went to see my shows, and I was really worried by the time they had to come to Miami because it's really hard here to grow an artistic career. And just when you arrive there, people have been forever, and it's complicated. And no, really, God thanks that I started to work in a TV channel, a local TV channel here. It's called America TV, as a singer and choreographer. And from there, I started to performing, and people started to know me. I remember that in Cuba, there are a lot of people who left Cuba to come to United States, and mostly all of them are in Miami. So many people knew me from Cuba, and they, when it saw me, I arrived here. They were like, "Oh wow, she's here." So I had that in advance, that as a good thing. So I started growing up here a little bit, make my company, discardoentertainment.com. And then from there, I just, work. It's all the time. But thank God I could do it, my passion, and I've been working and living for what I do. But this time, when in March, everything closed down, and I was sitting home, and I saw so many people depressed, and performers, great artists sitting home, and you could never see the end, and it's taken a while. People don't want to go live anywhere. At least here in Miami, in a place that they have 100 people, they only come 30 people, if they come. And I said, we have to make a solution for this. That's why then I created this part of the website that anybody can stream his show from there and do this. I think it's an alternative of what we're living right now. It's not going to change what the feeling of a powerful performance when you feel the interaction with the people live, like you see it and hear, and it won't be a substitute, but it will be a relief at least of people, of performers making money, and the audience and the public to watch them and enjoy them.
Yeah. So guys, if you're just tuning in and you are sitting there like, what is she talking about? Because you missed it because you weren't here on time. She's talking about carolentertainment.com. That's CARO entertainment.com. You in a forward class and go to live shows. For all of these artists that are saying, this pandemic has really gotten me in a place where I can't function anymore, they are giving you the opportunity to have concerts, guys, live concerts or by your phone. You can go into some place who may have, the place may be closed, but, they have the lighting and they have the vacant space for you, and you could do your one-man show right there, or you can do it from your phone, streaming live, and your friends, your family, your followers, your fans, they can all support you by paying, and she did give the example, $5 as an example, to watch you perform for them. So you have no excuse. They're giving this, they're giving you this opportunity. You have no excuse now, guys, all right? So that's caroentertainment.com, caroentertainment.com/live shows, all right? So what is next for Maylú? What's next for you?
Oh, next for me, it's going to be, I don't know, I want to make, like in Miami, there are so many artists that are local that have passion too for musical theater, and I want to make like a Latin Chicago performance of the play,
wow.
like a version, a Chicago version, Latin version. I don't know, something like that, but something that I have to do with the musical theater, and mix it with Latin rhythms and performances and singing, and I don't know, maybe something that I have something that in mind is now since a while.
That would be amazing.
Thank you.
Yes,
let's see. I'm gonna let you know if you invite me again. I'm gonna let you know, because people in New York will see that they're gonna kill us maybe, or they're gonna love it. Who knows? But
yes, that would be amazing. Hey, guys, I'm going to keep you up to date on that as well. We will take a trip to Miami to see this Latin version of Chicago. Yes, we're going to take a trip, all right? So, yes, most definitely keep us informed, or whatever, you plan on doing. We always want to support our guests when they're on the show. Once they leave the show, you become part of our family. So we want to always show support and love for our guests, that have been on the show.
That's so sweet.
What advice?
I appreciate it so much.
You are so very welcome. What advice would you give to someone who may be listening now and they say, you know what, I've been dancing since I was 4 years old, and I model, you know what I'm saying? I got the long legs she was talking about. I model, and I even have been told that I can sing. They hear you, they may have even gone to Instagram and stalked your page like I did. So I know your sound, I know your style, but they're saying to themselves, I have all of this, but I don't know what my next step is. Like, I don't know what to do to possibly get, on a level that she's on. What piece of advice could you offer to that person?
Everybody has a different circumstance of the life, but if you really love the feeling that, and you believe in you, it's sometimes it's hard to be sure of yourself. I understand that, and it happened to me too. But don't let the dreams go to sleep. Make that dream alive. Go for it. At least try, because then you're gonna feel comfortable with yourself. It said, yes, I tried and I did it, and it felt amazing. But don't keep in the back. No, don't keep in the shadow. Do it. Whatever it takes, just do it. And yeah.
That is awesome advice, guys. And as I always tell you, when the guests come on the show and they drop these gems, don't just make them applicable to your music career, or, your career as an author, or whatever your side hustle is. Make it applicable to all parts of your life, because as we all know, that in order to be the perfect artist, or in order to be the perfect dancer, it's embodied in us, the perfect, well, not perfect, but in us, that individual. So you need to make all of these pieces of advice, you need to apply them to every part of your life, and watch how things just flow a little better. And these artists and authors, entrepreneurs, they give you these words of wisdom because, a lot of them have gone through exactly what you're going through. They've tried so many different things that didn't work. So they're saving you a little time, all right? And they're dropping these, like I said, pieces of knowledge and wisdom on you so that, again, you can get to the level that you're trying to get to. So don't sleep on what they're saying.
No, that's
all right?
amazing. Yeah.
Well, we are down to the end of the show, and I do, again, want to thank you for spending your evening with me. I have learned so much more. Guys, check her out. Wait, I'm going to let her give you the social media because I was about to give it to you. I want to open the floor up to you now, Maylú, so that you can give, your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, and even if you have, your own live streaming concert coming up, if you'll go ahead and just drop that information to everyone so that they know how to keep in contact with you.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's amazing. You can contact Instagram in Maylú /entertainment, Maylú Entertainment, and Facebook, Maylú, Maylu 21, Maylú 21, Maylú Hernández. It's just a Latin last name. Maylú Hernández in Facebook, and in the website, the main website is Caro Entertainment, CARO entertainment.com/live shows. You can find everything there, all the ways to contact us, all the information, everything there.
Sounds good, guys. So you have no excuse. She's giving you Instagram. She's giving you Twitter. She's giving you Facebook. She's giving you the website. Again, Caro Entertainment, CARO entertainment.com/live shows. All right. I'm definitely going to be sending artists your way. Because I'm not that I'm tired of hearing people complain, but to let them know that they do have this alternative, so they don't have to.
This alternative, yeah, that's amazing.
So yes, we're definitely going to be sending artists your way, guys. Make sure that you are back here Monday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for for too much goes on Monday. What is Monday morning? Monday morning motivation, yes, with Casso Moore on My Struggle Is My Strength, and then back here at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for who's ever interviewing. I don't know who's on Monday. And then 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There we go. New Music Mondays returns in the month of September. All right? So if you cannot make them all, please, please, please do not miss them all. Maylú, again, thank you so much for joining us this evening. And I will be in contact with you. Yes, we wish you the best, much success. And again, we will be in contact with you.
God bless you, and thank you for inviting me and all the persons that are listening. Thank you so much for the support and big hugs. Thank you.
You are so very welcome. You stay safe in Miami. Guys, until Monday, have a good night.